game with this Trundle.
Yeah, it's got to be a death ball for Ultra Prime. This is a super low-range composition hopping in. And if they take
this Dragon off the board early, he is kind of clearing down towards it. We'll have to see, because we know that Grubs in 3 minutes is just such a big event that everyone's going to come pulling up to.
No, I'm 100% with you. Definitely expect Grubs to be contested. We could see a mid-play here. Both junglers hanging around.
Climer's going to cover nicely. No Subjugate, no Glacial Prison, no ultimates to speak of in general. And the stun's going to land on a Junhao, and Saber's not healthy enough to look for the trade. Climer's going to flash after him. The knockup lands, and down goes Saber. They might look to double dip here. On bot side, we have our own fight breaking out as Savior's going to be able to trade his support back out, but Baya, should he have enough damage here? They're waiting on cooldowns. The dash, the double taps, yes! Baya answers back for Ultra Prime, 2-0 out of lane.
2 kills for the Lucian, big, but that winning mid-jungle 2v2 we talked about for Ultra Prime, they didn't have level 6 yet, no subjugate. All right, rotation's coming in. Yeah, Baya's walking up, Nautilus TPing in with the Spellbook TP that we talked about. Now LGD, they got to catch this wave, but after this, they should be able to make a play.
Baya looking aggressively, but he walks into the Glacial Prison. He immediately cleanses with the Fate Unsealed. Hits onto 2 from XQW, and Baya is absolutely cooked. Punished for his over-aggression.
Beautiful setup by LGD as XQW, this Yone. The second most banned champion against LGD. We're seeing why in this game. Great setup by XQW for that fight with Climber. Baya dashing into that Fate Sealed. And with him going down, that means that those Grubs that you were really setting up as being so important, so you're going to go LGD's way as they're looking for a little bit more.
They're going to continue to find these aggressive trades, but into the Trundle with that Subjugate ticking. YCX walked a bit too far. The Culling comes down. They're dropping the depth charge on XQW as well. He burns the flash, but the Grub Pit is where their attention must be turned, and it's going to be 3 secured by Climber. We'll see if this is a one-way trip, though. No return airfare. Does dash over the walls. Could actually get Junhao to flash after him. I assume they're going to give this kill on over, to Junhao to try and get this Trundle back accelerated.
Okay. Still 3 Grubs taken by LGD. I think that's going to be okay. Ollie player early on, too. He was playing a lot of melees in split 1, going back there as well.
Climber, good try with the Blast Cone, but that is good.
Grubs, they have leads in both side lanes. I mean, how much can you get done here if you're LGD?
And it just further
Ghost popped?
punishes you. Okay, we're going after Saber. Oh, we're not going to look for that first failure ultimate win. There's the hijacked one. Used to be able to stun up, but he gets a heal as well. Saber buying a lot of time, and now Climber and YCX have to flash away from the might of the turret. And here comes Baya off to the flank. YCX is good as dead. Baya's got more than enough damage. XQW, Fate Sealed to get away, but another Drench Line's going to sink through for Xiaoxia, and Ultra Prime have a bit of an answer back here, starting to really stack up some kills.
Slayer, that's
well. LGD, again, with a nice bounce back early game, but they've got some questions to answer pretty quickly. We might see it on this top side as a TP and knockup comes on to Junhao. The Subjugate, we talked about the HP, there wasn't enough to cover for that amount of damage. And here comes the Glacial Prison from Climber layered onto Xiaoxia, and Sabers has to watch his support drop as LGD calling all 5 members to win themselves a critical skirmish.
Good pickup. Rift not up yet. Trying to snipe Rom.
Oh, one auto, he gets it with the burn. Saber able to find one, but he went after the support with all 4 members. LGD around the Fate Sealed is going to find its first kill. And with the stuns layering, Zhang is also going to drop. Red, white, don't fight, and Savior just showed you why.
I mean, that wasn't worth. The Bork Yone doing some serious pick up on that one.
It's a classic if I had a nickel for...
Very good right now. Their soul lanes are winning. They have 3 Grubs. They can win the game a lot harder for them.
Ultra Primer getting cheeky here. YCX walking away. Very unfriendly brush, but again, it's the Braum that's able to start off this engage, and Junhao actually had to flash away from his team to try and survive, but he eats an ultimate to the face and gives another kill over to Savior. Another positive trade for LGD, support for jungler.
Yeah, that's a game where Braum's very happy, and I think that we've seen the scoreline for YCX, not be the prettiest, and that bot side was pretty poor, but still the value for Braum, like on paper, seems high, and definitely with what we're seeing in the fight so far, it's been good.
And what we haven't really touched on because he hasn't been on our screens very much.
Yep.
Sasa is 2-0-1. Trinity Force done. He's completely uncontested. His Saber is going to whip out on the hijacked Fate Sealed. with the Soul Unbound, XQW has to go back in. Y6 is luckily there to make sure his gets Soul Unbound. To make sure there aren't really any traditional fights in this game because they can just 1-3-1. And who right now is ever not just matching but punishing this York and Yone in the side lanes? Hold on though. We have a nice little Freljord ultimate combo, gets multiple knockups. John goes after Saber's able to back off the Aphelios, and we're going to test how tanky this Scion is. And the answer is going to be not tanky enough for Ultra Prime. John going to go down first here. There's no real way to look for a turn unless Joust is able to get a pretty good depth charge down, or a dredge line. We sacrifice the bait, and LGD are going to gobble up all the spoils of war on this top side, being the Herald. We'll see if Junhao wants to start a fight.
Still have Hijacked up if they want to fish around for a Saber ultimate, while LGD is a little bit low. So I think Ultra Prime, they're going to think about playing this. The Silas ult options, though, I don't think that he's going to be able to grab the Glacial Fissure or Glacial Prison yet.
You don't have grubs. All right.
Yep. Okay.
He's going to exclude himself from the pack.
Trap in the brush, and okay, he's going to spring it.
Nice. He's going to cross back the Eternal Plane. He created for himself the first time. And the goal still remains unfinished, which is going after this turret, and that's a missed hijack Glacial Prison there from Saber. And well, it's actually LGD that get the first turret throughout all of that. It's
and it's open up. I mean, Sasa's no TP. So they're playing away from the Otacon with the Yone and him being able to threaten a TP here. And seems to be a decent setup for LGD. Did see a blue trinket used by Baya. So the Otacon is spotted and will be stopped. But now, Ultra Prime spending a lot of time up here. Going to lose control of mid and lose control of that Dragon Pit.
What an eloquent use of resources here from LGD. Moving around their pieces at the third Drake of the game, the first Ocean Drake. What a bounce back for LGD. I'm going out on a limb saying there was some very momentum-based speeches coming in that locker room after game one, but now they're going to have to put their money where their mouth is at the Opticon fight. They really could just decide this game. They're going to TP on into Yone. XQW off to the side. Glacial Prison can get the stuns. They're layering on the Junhao. He doesn't even get the Otacon. He goes down first. John flakes into the background. He is going to be able to get a 1v1 with Savior, but he doesn't even win that right now. Red-White, don't fight. Get away from the Aphelios. He doesn't care about your health bar. 3 kills for none. LGD running away with this second game.
Yeah, I think that's game right there, Slayer, as pretty much every major monster objective has been secured in favor of LGD, and it's just been Climber and XQW able to set the pace a lot better than what has been available for Ultra Prime, where it felt like there was a comp where they kind of have to throw themselves in at LGD and see what happens, and LGD, they're very happy in that.
This split is just going to be so deadly, suffocating, what we say. Top tier 1 traded for a whole lot of gold on the backswing.
And Baya's the only one that like is fed and is ahead, and even that looks good right now. Okay, TP coming in. That's Saber.
Zhang is going to cut off the escape angle using his health bar as a resource, but it's actually Sousa that's going in for the flank with Saber. Holy moly, what a hijack, Fate Unsealed. And now look at the pandemonium, but the health bars for LGD are just too tanky right now, and they can't get Baya in a position to capitalize on any of these blinking health bars. XQW will finally drop a Climber, able to throw the boar at the rest of Ultra Prime forward, and without Baya, look at the minions and Maiden take care of business.
Well, we thought that it would, kind of questioning whether it would be enough damage to take down the Scion and Trundle early on. It's become, there is definitely not enough damage to deal with this Yorick, as Sasa making them feel the pain of the Gravedigger, and, well, looks like they're going to be sending Ultra Prime at least to a game 3 here.
Doing it in style with one of the quickest games, the LPL.
Oh my God.
Maybe seeing at the very end of Split 3, it's getting a little bit dicey towards the end, but I think... Yep, Sasa's going to have it. Pre-25 minutes, LGD with an answer back.
Well, we were